What is up, guys? It is your boy Kai Versa today, and this video is gonna be about the new Outlast 2 and what I really thought of it. Okay, let's start off with my rating. The rating that I would solidly give for this game is probably a 7 out of 10. It's nowhere comparable to the first one, in my opinion. I feel like there were a lot of times where it's challenging only because most of the time whenever you're getting chased, you have no idea where to go. And yes, that's like the first one, but this one is just complete trial and error. You have no idea where to go most of the time. You're constantly doing like a chase over and over and over again. And it just gets to the point where you feel it's not scary after you've done it so many times. Like, you've died and died and died, and now it's not scary anymore because you've done this part and then you finally figure it out. It's just like there's just so much that is kind of wrong with this game. You get stuck on imaginary rocks 24/7 and then you die because you're stuck on something you can't see. I mean, this game does like have a lot of good aspects. Like, I love the horror side of it. It is like pretty scary the first time you go through it and play it. But after I tried to play on the nightmare mode of it, it was just really annoying. It's just like, I don't know. It wasn't fun. It was more of just, I want to get this done. I just want to get this done. Because there is a lot of bullcrap that happens in this game. And don't even get me started on the ending of this game. You go through all this trouble of finding your wife. I'm not going to ruin the ending for anybody, but I'm just saying, like, this ending just drops the ball. The game was decent up to this, like, it was fun up to this beginning. And then you realize what happens at the end. And it's just like, are you serious? Like, the ending is so anticlimactic, it's not even funny. It's so stupid. The ending could have been 10 times better. Way better. They were going through a horror and kind of an unrealistic look for this game. It had a lot of, like, superhuman capabilities. Like, different people had superhuman capabilities and stuff, and they could have easily built off of that. But this game, the ending turned into something that we so, like, I don't know. The ending was just, it was so stupid. It didn't make sense. Well, it made sense in a, like, kind of, but it could have been so much better. Excuse me, my nose is like, sorry if I sound like congested or whatever. I don't know. My nose is kind of, allergies kind of acting up today. But it's just, I know I'm like ranting about the ending, but it was so bad. So bad. And another thing that I want to say is, like, the good part of this game that got it 7 out of 10 for me was the notes that were left behind. I loved the notes. I loved reading them, except for the ones that were just like literally Bible verses from the North Book or whatever. But other than that, I'd loved reading the notes. Some of them were pretty funny. Some of them had a good backstory, like, and then some of them were complete horror. Another thing that I did hate about this, which it could have been an 8 out of 10, but the battery for your camera, even if you're playing on like easy or normal, it dies so fast. And a good portion of this game is completely in the dark. Just completely in the dark. Like, they could have at least made the battery die a little, like, less fast. I don't know. This game, it just had a lot of things that it felt like it was missing. Like, a lot of story. It was like, to know the story and know what was really going on, you had to read the notes. I mean, that's cool and all, but it should have had more cinematic, like, things to it, more story. Kind of like, I didn't play the Resident Evil, the new one completely, like all the way through, but a lot of people told me it had a great story. All the characters were well written. Like it was just a good story. All the characters were well built. Your character seems to barely like, I don't know. He reacts to stuff, but then he doesn't. He's a scaredy cat 24/7. And then some of the ways you die is so stupid. Like on this one part, you're getting choked out by a dude with one arm. With one arm. And you literally sit there and die. You're telling me you can't push these people off of you? There should be some type of, they rarely give you this option. Like in some of the parts, you'll be running from people and they'll give you, the option to push someone off of you, but it'll be some giant, like, buffed out character. And then another part, like 2 minutes later, you'll die to a person with a one arm. And it's just like, it doesn't make sense. You're telling me you can't push this guy off of you that has one arm. He has one arm. He's choking you out with one arm. If you push his elbow in and fold his arm, you can get away. And then some parts, you get beat up by like tiny, like people. And it's just like, kick him. I don't know, do something. You just sit there and die. Like, I know this game is supposed to be completely horror, like you can't fight back, and it's supposed to give you a feeling of like terror, like you can't do anything, so you have to run. I mean, that's cool and all. It made the game like more scary, but still, there's so many dumb parts that happen because of that. And then I don't know, because you want to know if the whole world's like this, or oh, my nose, or if the whole, like, I don't know. It just, a lot of this game didn't make sense to me. I would say if they are gonna make another one, well, they're gonna make a DLC to this one, but I feel like that's the only way you're gonna get to know the real ending. And if they don't feed off of the ending for the DLC, then this game was a complete, like, it was a huge letdown. Like, if you don't know what happens at the end, like, really, then I don't know. And if what I think happens at the end, like if that's what really happened, then that was such a letdown. A huge letdown. Other than that, I really don't have much to say, because this game was, I think it was a huge letdown for me. It had its, like, fun moments whenever I first started playing it. But this game feels like you play it one time through and then you can't play it again because you're sick of it. And I know people may disagree with me, but I don't know. I just feel like this game was a huge letdown, in my opinion. I would give it like a 6 or a 5 out of 10, but this game did have its fun moments and its good aspects, so I did give the game a 7 out of 10. Other than that, I really don't have much to say. I don't know. Only advice I can give for the creators for the DLC, since they're already making it, probably, like, give the ending some bread. Give it some taste, something. Because it was just, the ending was so stupid. I don't know. Good luck with the DLC. Hopefully people buy it. I don't know if they will or not. Oh, here, hold on. This is one of the parts I mean. Oh, yeah, that's one thing I didn't say before I end this video. I would like to say a good 80% of this game is you running from people. All of it is you running from people. You see what I mean? Like, this game is literally you running from people over and over and over again. So, when you're playing through this game, I'd advise you play it on not the hardest difficulty your first time. I'd play it on, like, normal, hard, and that's about it. I wouldn't really go to easy unless you just want to do it for the story, which there really isn't one. Get ready to use your sprint button a good portion of this game. And if you do this, try to do this game without dying, like a lot of people tried doing on the first Outlast. I don't really think this one's possible unless you play this game, like, all the way through 5 times, or if you just remember where you died. I don't know. You just kind of really have to remember stuff. But if you do it, then good for you. If you enjoyed this game wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible, but it was a letdown. That's letdown and bad is two different things. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Final verdict, 7 out of 10 for me. I do hope you guys do enjoy this game. I did enjoy it up until the ending, and up until like I just had to run from things the entire time, which was 80% of the game. So yeah. Yeah, it's been your boy Kyoverse. I'm out.